Hi, my name is Bontu Galataa, and I am the board secretary for Resources Enriching African Lives, also known as REAL. So earlier this year, I got a chance to travel to Ethiopia with Addis Ahai, who is the executive director of REAL. And it was such a great opportunity to be able to visit the girls and some of the sites and the mentors that REAL has. And it was also very personal for me because the first time I had gone back to Ethiopia was in 2019, and it was mostly just to visit family and, nothing more. But I remember very vividly on my way back that I wanted to almost make a commitment to myself that the next time that I went back with intention and a purpose. And that was exactly what this trip was. It was an opportunity for me to go back with a great intention and, um, you know, be able to be in the presence of the girls that Real supports. It was absolutely amazing to be a part of that trip. So I did a sharing circle activity with the girls, and the idea of it was that they would each share what they were most passionate about and what they wanted to be when they grew up, as well as where they saw themselves in the next 10 to 15 years. And I think what was surprising was the fact that these girls, especially the ones from the rural communities, had zero limitations to how big their dreams were. They were not limited by their surroundings or with what was happening in their areas. And so it was just incredible to just watch them speak so passionately about the things that they wanted to accomplish. And it was a really great takeaway for myself as well as to how do I support in their visions becoming a reality. I learned a lot of things on this trip, and one of the things that I learned was how many girls Real has impacted. I was quite surprised by the number of girls that Real has been able to support and really change their lives. So it was a really just an incredible opportunity to be able to go and see that. And the other thing also is how Adis Ahai just works, and she is a super passionate executive director, and I was so honored to be in her presence, to watch her do what she does best. So it was really like as a role model, as somebody to look up to. It was just absolutely incredible to be a part of this journey. There are many challenges and barriers for girls to stay in school. And honestly, I would say one of them is just access to hygiene products, especially in the rural communities. I think, it's not as easy or as cost effective to go out and purchase hygiene products. So oftentimes they can't afford it. Therefore, they are not in the public eye or out of school for a period of time. And so I think, for us, it might be something very simple, but for them, it makes a huge difference to be able to have access to something as simple as hygiene products to stay in school. What I really liked about the Real model is how local mentors are always keeping an eye for girls that are in need and that Real can support. What's incredible is that through these girls, it's not just the girls that get the support, but their families also get the support that is needed. And if emergencies come up, then the sort of the Real community that surrounds them is also there to support the girls and their families. So I love that piece about the way that Real works. And in addition to that as well, like girls that graduate through the Real program also go back and become mentors. I think it's absolutely crucial that we have this cycle of giving back, and it could just be through knowledge sharing or sharing circles, and just fun activities that the girls actually do get to connect with one another and be able to share each other's stories. Also, the opportunity for me to have been part of earlier this year, as far as just bringing the girls from different sites together so that way they get to interact and they get to learn about each other, is also just a brilliant way that Real works and tries to bring hope and excitement to the future of these girls. I think the future of Real is very bright. The fact that Real is going to be a registered NGO in Ethiopia is going to open up so many doors and so many opportunities for growth, and also reach of more girls. I think there's been a lot of partnerships and a lot of conversations that are happening on the ground that are super exciting for the future of Real. What I was touched by was their stories. I think the girls had such incredible stories to share, and for them to feel safe to be able to share their stories with me and with each other was absolutely beautiful. And I think my biggest takeaway was how I can walk on this journey with them because their visions are big and their dreams are big. But what can I do in order to fulfill that their vision becomes a reality? So, how do I become that bridge for them to reach their goals and reach what they were passionate about? So, that was my biggest takeaway. But it also touched me in a way that I didn't expect it to. So, I was very emotional hearing their stories, but I'm also very honored to be in their presence and to just know that the future is always brighter. One of the last things that I would like to say is just a huge thank you to all of the sponsors of Real. The impact that you are making is so, so huge. So, thank you so, so much for continuing to support Real Girls and continuing to support the growth of Real. It is an absolute honor to have gone and to have seen a lot of the work that has already been done, and it's all because of you. So, thank you so much.